And I'm just like getting more and more grateful for this experience right now. Just like seeing everything in like such a bigger picture, like understanding the environment that I came from and understanding how a lot of people are. Um, like, it's making me have compassion, more compassion for myself in my process, and realizing that just being able to physically feel like the changes that I've made and am working on making, and just how different it is than this lifestyle that I came from, and how most people live their lives every day. Um, it's just such a good learning experience, and also helping me to understand other people, especially, people in my family, or just what people are going through. It's just like I'm just like seeing more and more like the whole, like the bigger picture of like, like um like how people are unhappy but they don't know why, and then they are just in the habit of, you know, going to work feeling like they're accomplishing something, just always doing something, and then, feeling bad but not knowing why, or not having the tools to deal with it. So, blaming it on other people, or whatever situations. I don't know. It's like hard for me to explain the whole thing, but I think you know what I'm talking about, or yeah. It's just like I'm just understanding a lot more how everything works, how like this is just a big illusion, and uh, how people are distracted from themselves. And it's just funny that like even me trying to, you know, take a couple hours each day to looks like I have a mustache everywhere I go. Okay, I kind of like it. Um, even me just like taking an hour or two out of the day, or even a few like breaks to just like sit out in the sun by myself, or sit and meditate in my room, is like unheard of. You know what I mean? Like there's just constant movement and going, and like keeping yourself busy, even if you don't have anything to do. Just one thing after the other. Must be accomplishing something, or thinking about the next thing, or um, even, when you're supposed to be relaxing, it's not really relaxing because you're watching TV and you're on your iPhone or whatever at the same time. It's like there's just constantly things going on, and I'm exhausted by it now. And I know that I used to be like this 24/7, and it's really hard for me to make it through the day because I want all this time to just chill out and be by myself, now that I've gotten used to this. And like now I'm seeing how awesome it is that I have this like practice of coming back and being meditating, being in this comfortable place, or just like sitting and being calm and quiet and being with myself. Like I see that I've created this like sanctuary for myself, and it feels so good to come back to, and it's so important to me now that I didn't realize it until I was in this type of environment again. And I'm just like so grateful for that right now. And I see how important it is, and I also see, like, now that I'm understanding how most people's lives are, I feel like I'm really going to be able to help people more once I get myself all the way through this. And yeah. Um, also, just one more thing about today. It's just like it's like it motivates me to keep going, because after I've gone through like weeks, I swear, like so many days in a row, it seems like I'm just like feeling like crap, just like going through all these, like experiencing a lot of negative emotions, and just like working through things, and a lot of really intense stuff. You finally get to a point where you feel like you've like broken through another layer, and you feel like things are going, like you're going with the flow, you're going like with the right You know what I mean? I had one of those days today where finally I was just feeling really horrible again for the first half of the day, and then I don't know what changed, but I kind of, actually, I kind of think that I was okay with how I was feeling, or just accepted the feelings and tried to see what they were trying to show me, and I had like a little thing of like an understanding thing where things came together and I realized something, and then the rest of the day just like seemed like it flowed back to where I was a couple weeks ago, where like people were contacting me about new opportunities, and also I was just feeling really good, like I've worked through this and I feel good and confident, and it's just like, wow, it took me weeks to get back to this place. And it's just showing me more and more like when I stop trying to control things and do things that I think I want to do or I think are right, and following things that aren't right for me, but trying to, I don't know, when I just stop and accept what's going on, things start to flow again. And also just being okay with, you know, like, gotta go through this. Like, I know the negative stuff's going to come back, and there's going to be always more stuff I need to go through, and just being okay with it, not resisting it. I don't know, I feel like I'm being really vague, but it's just like motivation to keep going, because now it's like you're feeling bad for a long time, and then you finally like start to crawl out from the darkness, and you're just like, yes, this feels so good, and I did this on my own, and I know I can keep going, and it's just like, feels really good.